this conversation with almost every coach. And there's two walls on to be that I am really 100% not sure of.
This is it's a hard retake wall out that we're seeing on the B side. The A1 much more conventional. We see it all the time. What we don't see all the time is early elbow pushes coming out of the defenders. We've seen Sonya die immediately, and with that, the B side is being pushed.
Yeah, and Gia just making sure that no one is gonna push from behind. Still duels out there. They're actually gonna be able to take advantage of that Viper wall apparently after the plant. The plant is already here. I'm kind of concerned, you know. Riggs, actually, I think in the last encounter, I think Sam was mentioning that they didn't win either of them. The last one, they only managed to go 2 rounds. Thank God the defense, so...
Yeah, it's definitely tough. It was a weakness we highlighted even before the vetoes came through. Oh, look at those kills coming out, though. My God, Ness is all alone. 50 HP on the backside and does counter from what Riggs did in the previous round, but Riggs equally playing a different game. They're tucked in, looking to take the fights on their own terms, holding these off angles. I mean, this is really nasty to play against when you have pistols, because you're hoping your opponents make a mistake, and so far there's not really any opportunities for Oxygen to find any capitalization.
No, and Sonya gathered also the info of what was going on until elbow.
Now there is. That right there, that's what an opportunity looks like.
Still, is it going to be enough? Let's see if Ness has something to say about it, because look at the spike. It's only 35 seconds. They have to walk back, gain control. Okay.
Reyna is unhinged walking out mid like that.
30 seconds left.
that was a bit crazy. And for Oxygen, it does
You
represent
told me that word, didn't you? Unhinged?
Unhinged. Possibly.
Yeah.
I've taught you a lot of words.
Yeah. I'm always learning. They did manage to find all the control onto A, and they're going to be able actually to plant that spike. I was going to mention that they were saving that Viper wall to maybe push through mid with it, but they didn't. Oh, more ultimates.
Yeah, the Seekers give that great information. Both players coming from spawn. This is exactly what you want. Padge even going to be... Oh! Made it out. Did that Seeker just shoulder peek Padge? What was that? I've never seen it jiggle peeked him. That's kind of crazy. Poor old Padge. She's just been destroyed by that. Lightstorm's out. Lined up in the corner. Reyna's in a lot of trouble. Managing to get the jump on them, though. Teammates are finishing them off before she can even get a bullet in, but in the end, it's a man advantage for Riggs.
Yeah, and after what happened on the first round, they decided that A is going to be their playground. Oh, no.
Spike down A.
Well,
why?
That's the pit gone and the spike in the open. Rita's doing her damnedest to pull this one back, though. 2 kills already on the board. Look at this spidey senses. She knows there could be someone coming up behind, tries to bait them out with the spike plant.
The Viper wall is still not down. They still can decide on that. Wow.
Okay, well...
Okay.
We talked about Padge missing a couple of shots. That's not happening this time around. Kicking it off with a double opening. Oxygen are now down by 2. Down by 3. That's a quick end to Rita. The mid-split now is the only point of aggression coming out of this side. And oh, that's so nasty, Reyna, but she walks in at the last moment, giving Ness the jump. Noya, there's the weapon spotted.
30 seconds
She's ready for the player to peek on out and make a move. Gonna take the teammate first.
Sorry, I have to overthink because I know that I have control, even though it's such a big map. I know exactly the time and how much ground Oxygen has taken.
That is an early Viper's pit, much more shallow than what we normally see coming out.
She has to go in.
Here goes Reyna. Well, that's what's happening?
Oh my God!
How is that? Just guys walked past each other 3 times. That is ludicrous. I almost want to pretend I didn't see that.
And now it's the time I would use the Seekers here to just take a little bit of more ground, just prevent the plant from happening.
Here.
You can never be sure.
Here we go. Noya's ready to take the fight, and the timing was so good. The second they looked away, around the corner she comes. Being tagged up, though. I mean, she's going to be sprayed down.
Is she?
How is she still alive? A flash out. She's ready to take a fight, and luckily, someone will eventually deal with her. But a Hunter's Fury now to force them out of position. It doesn't matter, because Jupi's coming around the side, deleting them as we go. Sonya!
So they're going to go on to B this time. There's a Viper wall. And we see Jupi just backing out.
Dash in. So Ness got spotted on the crossover, but I don't really know what you have to work with there for Riggs. I mean, Hunter's Fury popped and connected. Okay. Proxima's down very close to taking Vainsa on the site.
Wow.
And another kill. A wall bang onto Rita. I mean, look, this should be a terrible position. Rick's played retake on B. They have a Viper's Pit to play with. That is pretty much a guaranteed, well, massive advantage, let's say, to Oxxgen. And instead, they found nothing.
They didn't manage to find the plan. They're not safe on site.
Ricks are already retaking. They're just running in before the spike's even planted. They're back on the site. And now that Viper's Pit is the only remaining beacon for them. It's gone.
Wow. Rix is going to decide to go onto A. Let's see how they play against, around this Viper wall. Let's see if they spot Vainsa there. Yep, they did.
Yes, they most definitely did. Vainsa's down immediately. And so is Patch. He stood in the wall for a little bit too long. Got down to 1 HP. Nice and easy.
Yeah, but did they prioritize the plant of the spike? Now they can play for post plan, and this is very good, especially since Jupi is only on 10 HP. Now Oxxgen is to the side. How are they going to face this? And Rita just looking everywhere and being like, okay, what to expect here? A rotation from Noya onto mid. Could mean everything for Rix.
No more cages, no more smokes. Time to take some fights.
Hello?
That defuse already halfway through as they go out to try and spam it. And the fights are being taken. They're being won out by Oxxgen for a moment. Just a moment. It was looking doable. It still is. Ness, 1v1. Sonya peeking out wide. And making the right call here, Rita. Just back off. Create some space.
Yeah. I mean, it's not only that you spotted... Oh my god, another one!
Chalk dart.
It was Sonya last time, wasn't she?
Yep, it was Sonya. And now this time around, it goes to Rita. But she will be dropped right afterwards. So... 1 kill at least. For Rix, in a round like this, as we said, they're investing basically nothing. They've got a couple of upgraded pistols. They managed to walk out with those 3 kills. And look, Gia's completely isolated in spawn. There's potential.
Yeah, a lot. But the movement from Oxxgen is so smart, being like, okay, just give up on A, play together, play to our strengths. Gia here. Oh,
you're dead now.
Oh, no.
So they're going to get control over the site here. That's the big problem. Now, I'm taking a look at utility, and there's no smokes. There's no cages. There's nothing to work with in that front.
Yeah.
And it's on such an open site like B. But yeah, Ricon's not going to help, really. We're all proximate. There we go. Nice. Flash around. Jupi is dead right
the wall comes down, and the execute onto B is only a matter of time from Riggs. Oxxgen playing it full retake.
Wait, they're going out after the Viper wall's gone down. Okay, there we go. It's coming up, and it gives them the opportunity to take a duel. A big surprise for Gia, I'm sure, as it was for me. And then look at this lurk in mid. Sonya not able to get it, though. They check it just in time, and the kills start to go Oxygen's way. They are now geared up for a retake with a man advantage in their pocket.
Yeah, and they're not safe. They cannot be sure that any part of the map is clear for them. Oh, that drone. Yeah, but the timing still favors them. We'll see.
Yeah, the clock ticking away as Oxxgen look to move back on his side. He's having a bit of a rough spray on the backside. Rita in the same boat. And things are really going over towards Rix at this point. Only 1 player remaining. 10 HP on Ness, and time is way too low. This round is already done. And I think many players, maybe just the Sova on backside. So this is at least the hand is concealed over on the Oxygen side. Player spotted backside as well. It's a little bit more information to play around.
Oh my god, a lot of utility falling down. Almost every single agent. Oh, that's big.
That's absolutely massive. With Ness picking up 1, dropping the spike as well, they can start to rotate
and
a bit heavier.
Looking at mid, that's perfect.
The fact that the turnaround is there, you see, they dropped the spike, but they can't push because of the Viper wall. So they need to do something in return. And I like the fact that it's that full rotate around mid. In fact, it looks like Ness might be about to drop the spike a second time.
Maybe. Oh, no, I didn't gather the info, but they certainly know that there might be somewhere there. And all the pressure just from Ness. She has to be the game changer again. Ooh,
it was Jupi that she took down already. So it's going to be the trap wire completely deactivated, allowing Ness to just run on forward, taking kills. Absolutely. Things have started to decay a little bit.
Easy. Proxima also using the Seekers. Oh, I thought...
Okay, that's a nice little shot. Vainsa going absolutely ham. but dealt with on the backside eventually.
30 seconds
Ricks
left.
have a 3 versus 3 and a Viper's Pit activated.
Oh, God,
Noya
timing.
on the side angle is so good. It's an execution onto Gia, leaving Ness and Proxima to try and recover. The Seekers used earlier by Proxima to grant those early rotations to the A site, but that means they're not here when they almost need them the most. With Ricks having 3 players in any number of positions, this
Yeah.
is going to be just running in blind, looking for some duels that go their way, and it doesn't feel like they will. Badge shut down immediately, maybe. This starts to get a little bit more doable. Noya
time,
still
though.
lurking in middle, can waste so much of this clock, and Reyna hasn't even been spotted inside the ultimate. This is going to be it, done and dusted, surely. They're halfway. They think the snakebite's pushed
Oh
them
my
off,
God.
but little do they know the defuse was coming through, but luckily, Reyna sprays in at the last